Hey there kind people, it's me Eunbin. I usually don't review Kdrama, but I did a while ago. I thought why not try one more time. This time I'll be reviewing Lovely Runner. Before I start, my review is a bit different. It will be divided into these parts and there will be a portion where I will discuss spoilers, so skip that part if you haven't watched it. First, why I watched the show. Usually it's because I watched a clip somewhere and then I thought it would be fun to watch. But this one was different. I saw a post that Lovely Runner's screenplay writer is Itzy, who also took part in writing True Beauty and Top Star Eunbin. As I loved both of them, I was excited. First, let's start with the plot. There was a girl in Seoul whose alt Ryu Sonjae took his life. Somehow she got back in time and now her mission is to stop him from dying. I personally love this type of grounded fantasy. If you also love some grounded story with a bit of fantasy, this show is perfect for you. This show also full of mystery. You will have lot of questions. They will give you answers but with some new questions. Most of the episodes ends with a cliffhanger. If you love twists and turns, you will love Lovely Runner too. They will just throw some random twist at you and you will be like, what? How? The jokes also work perfectly. If you watch True Beauty, you will find some similarities. Both shows have the same comedy style. Some might find it cheesy, but it works. These are the good things, but there are some bad aspects too, like lack of logic. It becomes convenient at a point, something happens and they don't explain why. It just meant to happen. They also mostly focus on two main characters, which is logical, but it seems like they wanted to show more of the side characters. They tried to give them an arc, but they couldn't utilize that properly. The characters' writing was good, although others had short parts, their character story were full. Also, Taesung's character writing was most interesting, but the villain was made. Other than he is a psychopath, I don't know what his actual motive was. Now I will discuss some spoilers, so you can skip this part if you haven't watched it. One thing I loved so much was the butterfly effect. I don't know if you thought this or not. Eunbin and Lee Hyung-ju weren't in love in the main timeline, but when Seoul went back, she didn't meddle with their affair, but still it changed. Of course, it was because they stopped the fire. I had so much expectation from Taesung. In one episode, we see him wearing a cap. At that moment, I thought maybe he traveled from the past to the future or something like that. But later, he was just a cop. Also, he said Seoul and he never dated. I wonder how that happened. Is it like Seoul never came back to the present? There is a possibility Seoul was in the past until Taesung's concert and then they became friends. But when she came back, shouldn't she forget him? This part was a bit confusing. But probably the Kdrama's character was most interesting. How can she remember everything? And how does she keep getting the watch? Probably her writer wanted to show that in amnesia, you don't lose the memory, you just know too much that you can't keep everything in order. If you think this way, it makes it more fun. But if that's the case, then how much does she know? She should also know about Kangjeon, right? Anyway, in my opinion, the last episode was a bit boring. Within 10 minutes, Kim Young-soo died as we didn't see the body, and according to movie physics, if you don't see the body, there is a possibility they are alive. Sometimes, even if you see the body, they can still reincarnate and save themselves from dying. Given all the twists, I thought he is not dead and would come back. However, in the last episode, their main focus was to wrap up everything. They gave every character their proper ending, not leaving any open threads. They ended everything on a good note. And in Kdrama, the end is not an ending if the main characters don't marry each other. They also conclude that. Now my favorite part, OSTs. And this show has some god tier OSTs. At first there are some by Eclipse, the band they made in the show. I guess Byeon-seok was the vocalist as it was a rock band. I didn't listen to those that much except for Sudden Shower or better known as Sonagi. It was great. Most of the songs were great. My favorites are And Flying Star, Idle Minutes Like a Dream, GFriend Eunbin's May I Love You. You can if you subscribe. Super Ultraman by Doom Doom Man. Are by 86 Jungho. And Gift by Ha Sang-hoon. When did he get out of military? And if he is out, where is the comeback, bruh? And lastly, my most favorite was Spring Show by 10cm. it was the best. Even if you don't watch the drama, just listen to the OSTs. They are that good. The direction was again interesting. When we see someone go into the past, we see everything from their perspective. So we shouldn't see anything where the character was absent. They didn't follow that. They also give it a movie perspective which actually goes perfectly. Almost every episode contains a post-credit scene which was mainly Sanjay's point of view. Those were fun. Screenplay was the reason I watched it. It was good as expected. The best part was the comic timing. I guess their main focus was keeping everything as real as possible. In other shows, they used some graphics to show chats. They didn't even use that. It was cool. Although I'm not sure how dating your idol is realistic. Overall, it was fun to watch. Because of all the twists, it is perfect for binge watching. You guys might also relate to Soul. You know, if you ever fantasize your idol is in danger and you save them and now they are in love with you. I know you guys definitely did. So yeah, you should definitely watch it. Also, let me know if I should review Kdramas more often. And if you're new, I make K-pop related videos. If you like that stuff, just subscribe, that will help. Or just watch this video on screen as YouTube think you will like it. I will see you guys soon. Until then, have an awesome life.